Rise and Energize Her Morning Show is brought to you by Mogul TV Global Network, the #1 streaming TV network for positive programming in the Mid-Atlantic. To learn how you can energize your business and brand with media, visit www.themogulchannel.com.
Mic drop, your empire's waiting. Mic drop, your empire's waiting. Mic drop, your empire's waiting. Got a phone in your pocket, that's all that you need. No fancy equipment to plant your seed. Join Mogul TV, where dreams come alive. 1 hour with us, watch your vision thrive. January 14th, mark it down. This is your chance to wear that crown. 1 hour to learn, lifetime to earn. Drop that mic, watch the tables turn. From
Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to 2025. So I am in a more comfortable spot doing this segment on today. So welcome to Affirmative Action, first episode of 2025. And I am excited to have crossed over and so grateful and happy to be in the year of 2025, as I'm sure most of you are. Listen, it's the first day of the new year and we're here. And so what are we going to do with the next 365 days? Well, I just want to encourage you to set your intentions and to make the next 365 days the best 365 days you have ever experienced in your life. Get your goals done. Get your intentions set, map out the life that you would like to live, write your vision, make it plain, tap into this freshness and new energy of this beginning of the year. It is just something about the first. And for some people, technically, this may not be the technical first or start of a new year, based on what you believe or how you look at the time frame of when, the new year actually starts. But this is a reset moment. And so tap into that reset energy to just propel, rejuvenate, renew, and go forth, making 2025 the year that you make the move. You bust the move. You take action. You move forward. You do it boldly. You do it proudly. You do it whether you know all of the steps to take or only 2 of the steps to take. Just move. Just get it done. As I sit here tonight, I'm going to be very transparent on this is the most different type of New Year's that I have ever experienced as far as crossing over and bringing into the new year. My family is faced with a challenge. And even with that, I am making sure that for the next 365 days, although this is not how I wanted to start the year, this is not what I envisioned my first day of 2025 looking like. This is not what I had in my mind, in my plan. Certain things we did not see coming from a mile away. But guess what? We are here and we are in the new year and we are in the land of the living and we are going to make do and make best and manifest and create the life that we want to see our family live for the next 365 days of this year. We're going to move in power. We're going to move in authority. We're going to move strategically. We're going to move with intentions. And more importantly, we're going to move knowing where our faith is, knowing where our strength lies. So I just want to encourage everybody, no matter how you start, no matter what your first day of 2025 looks like, set in your mind, set the goal, set the attention, be flat-footed, be stern, walk in the power and authority that you have no matter what it looks like on this first day of 2025. I am going to be certain that I live out, walk out in authority and abundance the next 365 days, the intentions, the goals, and the vision that you have set for yourself for 2025, knowing where your help comes from, your faith, your source. Tap into this energy, knowing who you are. Use this moment. I don't care what this first day looks like, what challenges may come. If everything is perfect for you, that is amazing. That is great. Continue to walk in that for the next 365 days, strengthen, encouraging, and keep moving. If this day or this first day of 2025 does not look like how you envisioned, how you planned it, how you wanted it, if it's unexpected, guess what? That's okay, because we have 365 days to work the authority that is within us, to set the intentions that we need to set, to manifest the goals that we need to manifest, to make the moves that we need to move, to get things done, to see things prosper, to see things in fruition, to see things manifest, to see things in our possession, to see things in our real physical time right now on this day. So I just want to encourage everybody. We are here. 2025 is no longer coming. 2025 is here. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do for the next 365 days? So this time, 2026, you're looking back and saying, what did I do with those days? How did I map it out? How did I make sure that I did everything that I was supposed to do within the best of my ability to carry out the goals, the means, the intentions, everything else that you may have set out at the beginning of the year? So listen. Stay encouraged, stay prayed up, stay fortified, stay motivated. Do whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, so that you can carry out your goals and see them come to pass on this day. And on this day, although this is a TV segment, I just want to pray for everybody that's looking at this video. Right now, Father God, we thank you right now for everything that you've done and everything that you're going to do. Thank you for bringing us through 2024 and crossing over to 2025. The same way you kept us then is the same way you're going to keep us now. Give us the ingenuity, give us the creativity, give us the willpower, the boldness right now to carry out every assignment, to carry out every task, to carry out and see fulfilled every intention and goal that we have wrote out, making our vision. We thank our spiritual courts. We thank our spiritual team for just being with us, keeping us and watching over us. The same way that we were kept in 2024 is how we're going to be kept even more in 2025. So on this day, no matter what it looks like this first day of the new year, we know that we are blessed, we are covered, and we are highly favored. And I just want to wish you all a very blessed, prosperous, and abundant 2025. Make the next 365 count. Come back. Let's meet again soon. And let's talk about some of those goals, some of those intentions. And again, I wish you all a very happy, happy new year.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Girl, Get Up and Wash Your Face, where we dive into the good news, the happiness, the joy of everything that comes from healing from pain, healing from trauma, and we're focusing on what truly matters. If you remember, this month we're all about the holiday reset. You know the saying, joy to the world, that song. Yeah. Joy to the world. We know that joy really should start with us, and we have to be able to focus on what brings us happiness, what brings us joy before we can even bring joy to the world and joy to other folks. So yes, last week we talked about the holiday reset. Today we are talking about embracing perfection. Embracing perfection. And so I want to just be able to twist that word around, because we are constantly trying to be perfect, but sometimes we are imperfect. And there's this song by Kiara Shear. She sings Flaws. And I just love that song because the song says that you love my flaws. And she's singing this song. These lyrics belong to God because God loves every imperfection in us, every flaw. But guess what? It really doesn't matter, because when he extends his grace and his mercy to us, that's truly what matters. So as we're approaching the holiday season, Christmas time,
And we think about those things that we just want to be perfect in. We want to be able to perfect the perfect turkey, Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve party. When we go to our business or our company party, we want to find the perfect dress, perfect. And coming from the queen of perfectionism, there's no such thing as perfect. Matter of fact, the only man who walked this earth who was perfect was the one and only Jesus Christ. And if we remember what this season is truly about, it's about Jesus. And so when we begin to create memories that truly matter, spending time with our family, our loved ones, our children, we can put that perfection on the shelf with the L's, right? And be able to focus on creating real memories. So you might have to pull that journal out and write down your happy moments of what a holiday can look like, what we want it to look like, but also what it can look like, what we want to expect, but also what we can expect, because we all got that one family member, right, that might not be the perfect fit, but guess what? They're still family. They're still our loved ones. And so we got to find a way to create the atmosphere for whatever comes in our life, whatever comes in our holiday dinner. And so when you think about what perfect means, you might have to change and shift that mindset to really think about what truly matters. So acknowledge the unrealistic expectations, because the truth is social media has really created this room for us to see things in a light that things are perfect, and it's not. Commercials makes us want to spend money, hundreds of dollars to make our kids happy. And if you truly go into your kid's bedroom, you will see that your child probably don't need a thing. They don't need anything. So recognize what this time is about. It's about love. It's about happiness and joy. And you might have to set those boundaries for yourself. You might have to remove yourself from social media so you don't get caught up in the frenzies and the hype of what this season has been made out to be. Have a conversation with your children now. Let them know, hey, I'm on a budget this year, but my true happiness comes from the smile on your face and understanding that we have this sense of entitlement, even as adults, that we're supposed to get everything that we want in life. And we think things are supposed to be perfect, but it's not. So a way that we can avoid walking in that perfectionism is saying no to overcommitment. You don't have to attend every party. You don't have to attend every event. You might need some downtime in this season. Don't feel like you have to overload yourself. Be true to yourself. So practice saying no gracefully. Like, here's an example. You know what? I would love to come to your Christmas Eve party, but I have some other things that I need to prioritize. So not this year, maybe next year. But I know you're going to have a ball like you always do. Like, remember, show that gratitude that they thought about you, to extend an invitation for you to be there. But remember, you are not obligated to overload yourself with someone else's idea of what perfection is to them. So staying true to yourself, focusing on what being present means, because from years from now, you do want to remember this time. You do want to create new memories, and starting new traditions with your family members and your loved ones, because that is truly important. And remember that those relationships are important. So remember a few minutes ago, I talked about that one family member, right? How sometimes we got that one family member who just changes everything about the dynamics of what you wanted your evening to look like. But perfection often becomes a barrier. It becomes a barrier to that connection. When you're preoccupied with making everything flawless, you miss the opportunity to truly engage with the people around you. mending those relationships. Being present means that you're going to take the time to listen, not just listen, but listen actively. Share stories and showing others that they're valued and that they are loved for who they truly are, because they're not perfect, but we're not perfect either. But take the time to truly remember the reason for the season. So, girl, get up and wash your face and thank God that you get another chance to rise, reclaim, and renew your strength. Take care.
All right, so welcome to another episode of Healthy Chats. I'm your host, Carleeka Basnight-Menendez. And look, today we're talking about keeping your word. I don't know about you, but have you been the person or received on the other end when someone did not keep their word? How did that make you feel? I just want you to think about it just for a second. How did it make you feel? And the next time they told you something, in the back of your mind or at the forefront, you're like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. And so keeping your word is vital to trust, right? Breaking trust in a relationship, breaking trust. And that relationship does not have to be with a significant other. That relationship can be with your children. That relationship can be with a coworker. That relationship can be with someone even at your church house, right? But keeping your word, be a man or woman of your word. Even God he's a man of his word, right? So that he cannot lie. So we're striving to be more like Christ, right? Then we need to learn to keep our word. Even when it comes to business, and you all know I have hot flashes, so look, I'm gonna dab just a little bit, okay? It's all right. Nevertheless, keeping your word. And even if something changes, and let's just give an example, right? And I'm gonna put you in my business. And so for years, I just recently took a deeper dive into why do people feel that they can say things in a moment and think that that's what they want you to hear, right? And so I had to analyze that though people would say, and they still do, I'm reliable, I'm dependable, all of these things. But then they would ask me for things and I would give it to them, right? With them saying, not me saying, but them saying, hey, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to pay you back, or I'm going to show up. And all while they didn't keep their word. Right? And so some of us have been on the other end where we didn't keep our word. Let me give you one tip. If something changes in the event that you're like, hey, and I'm not talking about when we stretch ourselves way too thin and we're saying yes to everyone and yes to everything, right? And a lot of times we're not saying yes to us and we're not creating boundaries. I'm talking about when you say that you're going to do something, whether that's in business, whether that's in your personal life, your professional life, make sure that you honor your word, right? And if something changes, be the person that has effective communication and communicate to that person or those individuals that, hey, I know that I said I was going to do this. And one thing you can't do is make excuses. Don't make excuses which you deem are reasons, and to the other party or parties, all they're hearing is excuses. Take accountability for your actions. Take accountability that, hey, at this time, I know that I said this, but right now I'm not able to, but I'm going to give another solution, right? Give those other individuals or person an opportunity to say something different. So in this episode of Healthy Chats, where we're giving positivity, right? Keep your word.